What's up, folks? Today I'm going to be reviewing the game Piranha Panic. This game comes from Mattel. It was published in 2005 and it is for 2 to 4 players. Now, Piranha Panic is a kids game, and the object of this game is you're trying to get 3 of your fish to swim upstream up to the top of the river. But you have to be careful of those nasty piranhas because they can eat you and they can bring you back down to the bottom of the river to have to start over again. So, let's show you Piranha Panic. Okay, folks, I'm going to go ahead and show you the components really quick. Right here you have your game board. As you can see, it's tilted upward, and you have a tray here that's going to catch your marbles. And you also have this little contraption here where you're going to be putting your piranha marbles. Now, when you flip these over, there are piranhas that are going to pop out, and these are basically going to pop out anytime you roll piranha marbles down the chute over here, and it's going to be random. Here's a piranha marble. They're pretty nice. I like the way they made these, and there's 4 of them here in the game, and here is the die. You've got 2 numbers, 1 and 2, and then you have a blue fish, which basically is the same as a 0, and then you have the dreaded piranha, which if you roll this, you're going to have to put these piranha marbles on their spot over here, and I'll talk about how that works here in just a little bit. Right here you have your fish marbles. There's 4 different colors and there's 3 fish of each, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to get 3 of your fish to this area over here, and you're basically going to be moving up the board trying to get over here. So let's go ahead and show you how the game works. So let's just go ahead and start. Let's just say I roll and I roll the 1. Let's say I'm purple, and I go ahead and I will put a marble up here like so. Let's say my opponent rolls, he rolls a 1, and he goes and he puts 1 here on orange. Let's say on my next roll I roll a 2, and I have a choice. I can either move him up 2, I can go sideways 2, I can't go diagonally, or I can just put a fish up there like so. And let's just say my opponent also rolls a 2, and he goes ahead and he does something like this. So that's pretty basic. Let's say I end up rolling a piranha. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to re-roll the die again, and that's going to determine how many of these piranha marbles are going to go up here. So if I roll a 1, that would be 1. If I roll a 2, that would be 2 piranhas. If I roll the blue fish, that would be no piranhas. But if I rolled another piranha, that would be all 4. So let's just say I went ahead and I rolled a 2. So now 2 piranhas are going to go up here, and you'll just basically choose a slot. And then what you'll do is you'll pull this lever, like so. And then piranhas are going to go ahead and pop out like so. Now, if there was a marble over here, the piranha would have eaten it, so to speak, and then my marble would have gotten put back down the chute, so I'll once again have to start over. So anyway, you'll just keep on rolling, and you're just going to try to see if you can get your marbles up here. And the first person to get 3 of their fish marbles up is going to win the game. And just to show you how these piranhas can be random, I'll go ahead and do this one more time. There you go. And that, folks, is Piranha Panic. So, my final thoughts on Piranha Panic. Not a bad game. I think for a kid's game, this game is a fun game for them. Obviously, I can't play it with my kid because he's only 1. But I could see children enjoying this game. It's very simple to learn, and it's always fun, of course, to see a piranha eat your opponent's fish, and they have to go all the way back down. Now, for adults, I believe that you can actually enjoy this game. I had to do a few rule changes. One thing I did was, if I roll the blue fish, I would be able to move my opponent's fish 1 space down or even off the board if they were on the bottom. And I also made a rule that you have to get off the river by exact count. So if you were at the very top but you only had to go 1 space to get out, you'd have to roll a 1 and not a 2. Another thing we did is we took 2 sets of fish, so that made the game last longer. So that made the game enjoyable, I thought. Again, easy game, not hard to learn. This is and it's a kid's game, so you're not going to have to worry about focusing on a lot of different things. If there's any negative I can think about is, like, the game can get a little bit lame if you don't roll the piranha. There can be times when you won't roll the piranha for a while and you'll just be moving fish up and stuff of that nature. And so I wish that they would have made, put like another piranha symbol on the die, just to increase the odds of being able to roll a piranha, because that's where the action is with this game, is when you have to pull the lever and then the piranha start popping out. But all in all, I think it's a pretty good game. I would recommend it for kids. This is a game that goes for probably about $15 on eBay or so, and for adults, this is very light fun. You can enjoy it, I believe, if you just do a few rule changes and just make the game a little bit more challenging. So guys, that's my review of Piranha Panic. I hope you all have a great day and keep on gaming.